So welcome to Video Street Video. We're here in Toledo, up in the old city. We're just coming to one of the main squares. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There are lots of tourists about. So we've just come through the archway of Cristo de la Sangre. There are lots of hotels around this main square, which is kind of central meeting point, not just for the tourists, but for local people as well. And also, if there are city events, this is one of the squares that they use, and they put up platforms or stages and have public events. So one of the few strictly commercial streets in the old city is the one that we're walking along now, and it's either known as Commercial Street, Calle Comercio, or the Wide Street, because it's supposed to be wider than many of the other roads in the city here. But it's still not very wide. But we'll walk down this main one, which I often avoid because it is so crowded with people, and at delivery times with all the vehicles as well. But it is the most direct route towards the cathedral, which is a central point of focus, and it's just going to come into view now. If you look towards the sky, you should see the spire of the cathedral. Many of the shops along here are the tourist bits and bobs, as well as food shops as well. And street corner cafes, tobacco shop. There's been a change over the years from what would have been the traditional shops for local people towards more tourist focused businesses. But there are still the local fruit and veg and bakeries, and there are a couple of supermarkets as well. So we're just coming to another kind of crossing point. It's quite a small square, but it's a central place with different streets going off it. So you can choose different places to go from here, down to the one of the cathedral doors, down into another shopping street there, and we're going to go along this very narrow but main central street, again towards the cathedral and to the town hall. You can see how narrow this bit is. So the wall on the left hand side now is the outside of the cathedral cloister, very high up. It's an enormous building. been here since the 13th century. As we turn the corner now, I really get to appreciate the size of the building. There's the tower on the outside of the cloister, and there's an archway across the street which links the cathedral itself to the palace of the Archbishop, which is the building on our right hand side. Nice cool breeze blowing through. So we're just going past the tower now. I look up. That's the tower and the main doors of the cathedral. And then it opens up into the city square, because the building in front of us with the two spires is the town hall with the government administration offices. And well, there's an example just there of a temporary stage that's been built in the town square here, which will be used for events and then taken down, you know, in a week or so. So there's the cathedral, most famous view of the cathedral in Toledo, and the Archbishop's Palace. And what we'll do is walk on up the steps here and past the town hall to take you to really the other side of the old city centre, where there are views out of the city and across the valley. But you'll see that it's quite a short distance from one side to the other. So from the first square that we started at, it's a 5 or 10 minute walk to go straight through the centre of the city. Past the town hall here. And through one of the covered walkways and back out into the street. Past a convent. There are a few convents in the city. There used to be many more that were still occupied and run by the various monastic communities. There are a few still continuing today, and some have been converted into buildings for other uses. Nice to see the colour on some trees. There aren't that many green spaces in the old city itself, but those that there are very pleasant. So another day we'll go along the road in front of us, which is towards the church of Santa Tome. You can just see the tower. But today we're going to go past the church of El Salvador, beautiful church, which we'll look inside another day. So it's the Church of El Salvador, and just around the corner here takes us to the other side of the city and the Paseo San Cristobal, which is a very nice viewpoint and place with benches to sit down, a little bit of shade from some trees. And one of the few places that's actually level and flat for walking. So many elderly people use it as a meeting point and get their exercise by walking up and down. You'll see in a moment. So as the view opens up here, you can see across to the valley on the other side of the river, and the hillside, which has got houses. And they're houses of different sizes, but usually pretty big and with a big piece of land as well. So we're just leaving the crowded city itself and the narrow streets to this lovely flat walkway with these fabulous views across the rooftops. In the park of Paseo del Tránsito below us there. This is the sort of view that you get looking out across the rooftops and parks. So the flats that are beside us here have got 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. They must have fantastic views, especially from the terraces on the 3rd floor, 4th floor. We can't see it from here, but the river that surrounds the city in a U shape is in the way down below us in a steep sided valley. So that's the little tour from Plaza Zocodover to Paseo San Cristobal. See you next time.